But I warn you, this video isn't comfortable, it isn't gentle, and it absolutely isn't what you want to hear. But it is exactly what you need. Since childhood, you've been taught to look outward for blame, to pin your pain on your mother or on someone else. Yet nobody dares to say this. It's not your mother holding you back. It's what your mind has done with her. You're not critiquing a person. You're confronting an archetype, a shadow that stowed away in your unconscious before you could even speak. Carl Jung called it the mother complex. And trust me, it's no mere psychological label. It's an emotional prison with invisible bars, a silent voice that judges you, an emptiness that nothing seems to fill, a gnawing hunger for approval you've carried since childhood, a hunger that's not even yours. It's an inheritance, an echo on the skin of your soul. What if I told you that healing won't come from magazines or therapy sessions if you keep seeing your mother as a myth, either a goddess or a villain? You dismiss her as a monster, or you worship her as perfection. But in both cases, you're reacting to a projection shaped by unmet needs, old wounds, stifled emotions. And that distorted image runs your life in ways you barely notice. Like that time you froze when your partner didn't text back. Are you reacting to them, or to childhood pain that never healed? Like the job you didn't go for because part of you still expects to be told you're okay. Does that sound familiar? The mother complex doesn't just live in feelings. It shapes your behavior until you repeat her, until you act out patterns you swore you'd never mimic. And the only way out is to stop waiting for her to change, because she won't, and start taking ownership of your own healing. That means asking yourself, who have I become in her shadow? It means listening to the child inside you, the one you silenced with phrases like, just get over it, and giving them space, not spiritual shortcuts or platitudes, but real compassion and permission to feel. Jung said the goal is to differentiate between negative and positive aspects of this archetype. Honor the nurturing mother, release the tyrant. It means noticing that voice in your head. You're not enough. You shouldn't feel sad, and recognizing it's not yours, but borrowed, the negative inner mother. Healing isn't linear. It's a descent into your own inner chaos, reliving the buried moments, the absence of a comforting word, the hug that didn't come, and letting those memories speak and then release. And yes, it hurts. But what hurts more is staying imprisoned in a story you didn't choose. Every time you demand unconditional love, ask, do I want love, or do I want repair? Every time you can't say no to please someone else, ask, who abandoned me first? You reclaim yourself the moment you stop living as if you're 5 again, and you start building an internal mother. The voice that says, it's okay to rest, to feel, to make mistakes. That's not cheap self-help fluff. It's pure, deep shadow work, rooted in Jung's understanding that what isn't made conscious manifests as destiny. And when you finally ask that critical question, whose voice am I actually hearing? You cut the strings of hidden loyalty that unconsciously vowed, I won't be freer than her. That's when you truly separate your identity from hers. No need to cut her out. Just redefine your relationship with yourself. The real revolution? Stop waiting for someone to save you and begin rescuing yourself. That, right there, is the deepest tribute you can give. Not to erase your mother, but to honor her by becoming someone capable of living freely, deeply, authentically, without repeating what you once suffered. So ask yourself, how much longer will you drag a story you didn't write? How much longer will you sacrifice your own life at the altar of a shadow? Healing starts now. No perfect moment. No permission required. If you've stayed with me this far, you already have the courage to face your shadow, and that courage deserves support. Hit subscribe, because on this channel we dive deeper, challenge assumptions, and guide you towards psychological freedom, step by brutal step. The mother shadow may linger, but the mother you choose to be, she is yet to be born. Welcome to the journey. But now comes the hardest truth, the invisible loyalty persisting beneath everything, the unconscious pact you made before you could even speak, a vow that you would never outshine her, that your freedom would always be secondary. This is not theory. It's why the moment success knocks, you sabotage yourself. When joy arrives, guilt floods in. Jung called this invisible loyalty part of the mother complex, a force that makes surpassing her feel like betrayal. Think of it. Every fear of rejection, every silent compulsion to perform, every choice to shrink so you won't hurt a mother who may never have truly been there. All because that bond seemed to protect you, even as it bound you tighter. And as brutal as it is, this fidelity feels like love. It masquerades as devotion when it's really entrapment. But here's what changes everything. Honoring her doesn't mean remaining her shadow. It means surpassing her with love, turning inherited pain into purpose. You break that silent vow not with rage, but with gratitude. Mom, thank you for what you could give me. But now, I walk my own way. That liberation doesn't fracture family, it frees both of you. Yet right when you believe you've broken free, another phantom appears. Emotional self-abandonment. The voice inside, echoing criticism, demanding perfection, denying your own worth. That voice isn't yours. It's part of that distorted mother archetype you absorbed. And until you listen, not with shame but with curiosity, asking, who are you? Where did you come from? You remain trapped in someone else's script. But when you do ask, something shifts. Brutal clarity marches in, and with it, real power. The power to see the hidden code, dismantle it, and rewrite your story. That moment isn't mystical. It's psychological awakening. And from that place, you can finally become your own refuge, your own caring mother. No more silent compromises. No more guilt when you shine. No more loyalty to shadows. You reclaim your life, your love, your voice. And yes, the next steps aren't easy. You'll have to stand alone, redefine relationships, face your inner child's rage and grief. But beyond that, darkness is your true beginning. Because boom, the adult you're meant to be isn't someone who escaped her influence. It's someone who integrated it, transcended it, and transformed it into wisdom for yourself and for whoever may follow. So ask yourself now, how much longer will you pay homage to a prison you didn't even know existed? How much longer will you carry what isn't yours? It's time to break that loyalty, feel the loss of that inner child, and then become the mother that child needed. That is the real revolution, and it starts with you. But remember, this journey isn't comfortable, it's brutal, but it's what you need. It's not your mother holding you back. It's the myth you built in your psyche. That phantom lives in the shadows of your mind, guiding your every move, forcing you to replicate her patterns, your silences, your ups and downs, your desperate need for approval. But this isn't real motherhood. It's the mother complex Jung warned about. A prison built from absence, idolization, resentment, unconscious loyalty, inner tyranny. Studies call this invisible loyalty, the toxic thread that ties your success, your happiness, even your hardest decisions, back to her, as if surpassing her is betraying her needs. So you sabotage promotions so you don't shine brighter. You choose partners who replicate her emotional coldness so you don't feel you're abandoning her pain. You silence yourself at the dinner table because beneath the surface, that old rule, the rule you never verbalized but still live by, whispers, stay small, stay safe. But here's the confrontation no one warns you about. To heal that wound, you don't need her, not even in memory. You need to become your own mother. Learn to nourish your soul when it cries itself to sleep. Learn to forgive that inner voice that still judges you too harshly. Look in the mirror and see the wounded child who still believes perfection is the only way to earn love. Reparent her. Hold her when she trembles, without guilt or explanation. And when bitterness rises, don't fight the feeling. Don't bury it. Listen. Ask the internal critic, where did you come from? And just feel the answer, without needing to fix anything. Because in that raw honesty, the mother complex sheds its grip. You begin the journey of individuating. Jung's word for stepping into your own life, not hers. Now, I could explain all day how this rewires your relationships, frees your creativity, makes you the safe harbor your inner child always needed, but not from me. Let's go deeper. Drop a comment and tell me, where do you feel trapped by your mother's shadow? The patterns you're ready to break? Because awareness isn't enough. Transformation happens together. If this resonates, if you feel that spark of truth lighting up inside, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. Because this journey isn't gentle, but it leads to freedom, and I'm here to walk it with you.